The reason why you stupid idiot can never find who Tony is because I'm Tony.
What's going on?
Why the would you do that?
Hi, Neve. I need help in meeting my fiance, Steven.
Wait, I need help in meeting my fiance.
Yeah, so she's engaged to someone, and according to this, they've never met. That's crazy. Here's a little background information about how my relationship started. In 2010, my father passed away. It was a tough time for me because it was so unexpected and I was very close to him. My world began to crash. I was drinking every night. I also began engaging in a lot of sexual activity. Then one day I was going through my friend requests on Facebook and there was Steven. I didn't think anything of it because I noticed he was an aspiring rapper. I get a lot of messages from people who are into music industry because they see I work at Power 96, one of Miami's top radio stations. What really got me to start talking to him was the fact that it seemed like he genuinely cared. Every day he reminds me that I am important. He has been my rock. Now, 2.5 years later, I am desperate to meet him. By the way, he's from Atlanta. He travels a lot because he does shows to promote himself. We've never met, and I'm fearful that there's a reason why. I've tried to video chat with him once, but his webcam wasn't working, and neither was his microphone. Please help me finally get to hold Steve. Thank you, Cassandra.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. This is my best friend Gladys.
Hey, Gladys. Is that all right if I sit over here?
You're not gonna get one too?
I don't know, I'm thinking about it.
Put this back.
Okay. How far back do you guys go?
We started since pre-K. First day of school, first person I met.
Wow. She came up to me and said,
She was
I
just-
like pickles.
I wouldn't really say she's my best friend. I look at her more like my sister.
What's the sort of magic ingredient that makes your friendship so awesome?
I mean, we can never stay mad at each other.
Yeah.
Like, after a while, we'll just look at each other and start laughing.
How much has Cassie told you about Steven?
He got you out of the hole you were in that you dug yourself. She didn't listen to me, her mother, or her sister. She'd go to like the frat parties and stuff like
I wouldn't
that.
tell her about it because she'd try and talk me out of it.
Yeah, I'd try to call her, like I barely reached her. And then when she started talking to Steve, I started seeing my Cassie back. But the whole proposal was a little sketchy to me.
Marriage wasn't just like this wild idea that just popped in my head. I really did think about it before I asked.
He could be, someone that he's not.
Or he can be him.
He can be him.
Did you not?
I rang the doorbell.
Hey guys.
Hey, guys. Where's Tony? Is he here?
Yeah.
So, like, his music is adding up to Steve's music. I need to know what's up with that.
So, like, you think it's Tony?
Did you know about it?
Steve, I made up Steve. Steve's me. But the person you've been
That
like, I just did it so she can change. I just try to make up the perfect guy. Maybe she can have a sense of what a guy is instead of treating her like crap like all the other ones. But Tony's the one she's been talking to. I need to sit down.
Is Tony in love with her?
He just did it because I asked him to.
this is so I'm a joke. I'm a joke.
I don't know what to tell you, but I mean, you have every right to be furious and feel totally confused and upset and maybe even betrayed.
What is up with that?
There are a lot of questions I have, and I'm sure you have, I do think it's in your best interest to hear what she has to say. Not to say that it's not totally up that she's involved in this and that she didn't say something sooner.
Show me the phone. I need to see the phone. I don't believe, like. You say it's just Steve with a heart.
See? I did it because I love you and because I want you to be a better person than what you were then.
Dear Neve and Max, my name is Infinity. I'm 19 and work retail in New York City at a busy store in New York City. But I'm also working towards becoming a professional dancer.
Whoa.
I'm writing you guys because 6 months ago I met this guy named Dave online. Dave is a 25-year-old who loves music and me.
He's got 2 likes.
Yeah. He's outgoing, funny, and goofy, just like I am. He's the person I talk to in the morning, and he's the last person I say goodnight to. He's incredible, but he's also kind of a mystery. Dave being from New York should have made it easy for us to go on a date, but he's always saying he's traveling for work, or his phone's broken. He apologizes and says he'll make it up to me, but he never does.
I don't wanna run around, no, I don't.
Recently, he went to Los Angeles for work and told me he won't be back until March. After all this time, I feel like I should have met him, and I'm through with it. I'm really hoping you guys can help me. Sincerely, Infinity. Hey guys, I found Dave's Instagram, but it's locked, so I can't see anything. I know we were following each other, so I don't know what the deal is.
Well, maybe when she told him that she had called us to be on Catfish, he locked it up.
I have 2 friends that I told about you guys coming to town. The first is my best friend Nellie, and the second is my friend Nay. They know I'm dating Dave. If you want to talk to them, it's cool.
So Nay and Nellie, I would just throw up there as 2 possible suspects, considering I think this is going to be a girl because she hasn't talked to him on the phone.
Yeah.
So let's call the friends now.
All right, let's call the friend.
Hello?
Hey, is this Nellie?
Yes.
It's Neve and Max from Catfish.
Hi.
I know that Infinity told you we were in town, so we were hoping we could talk to you for a minute.
Can we FaceTime you?
Okay.
Nellie!
Hi.
We were just curious to kind of get your take on Dave.
I know that she doesn't know much about him, but she's happy, so.
Are you skeptical that he might not be who he says he is?
I wasn't until we were supposed to meet in Miami. He didn't show up, so.
Wait, you were supposed to meet in Miami?
Well, he told Infinity he was gonna be in Miami, so we planned to all meet up at a restaurant, and he just never showed up.
Wow, so you guys planned a whole trip sort of around him being there,
All right.
and then he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
But she's never even talked to him on the phone.
She definitely spoke to him on the phone. I mean, this is what she told me.
She's telling us things that she apparently isn't telling you, so
She's also not telling us things that clearly have happened.
I'm thinking she probably is just embarrassed. So she's probably just trying to like make it seem like she knows more than she does.
Yeah. All right, maybe we'll run into you in the next couple days.
Okay.
All right, thanks,
Good
Nellie.
luck, guys.
So that's interesting. Who is lying now?
Right.
Is Infinity just leaving certain details out because she doesn't want to make Dave seem worse than he already does?
Or is she telling 2 different stories to 2 different sets of people?
Right. That might be her. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing? Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
Hi, Nelly. You okay?
All right, so I know you know what's been going on with Infinity and Dave. This morning I got a phone call from a girl named Cabria,
Okay.
and she said she didn't like that Ray took the rap for something he didn't do, and that we should talk to you.
Cabria called and said that?
Yeah.
You can't be mad at me, okay? Okay?
I'm listening.
Ray told me that it was him. And he told me not to tell you, so I didn't.
But like,
That's it?
That's not it.
Come on. There's more.
So it wasn't Ray. It's been me.
You have been Dave this whole time.
Yep. Infinity, you did it to me.
really, when did I ever do anything like that to you?
You gave that boy my number in high school, and you thought it was so funny.
Even if so, that was like, man, that was years ago.
Yeah, and then I got you back.
Hold on a second. You did it as a joke?
Yeah, I thought it was funny at first. And then it just went on.
So in high school, she gave your number to a boy that liked her as a joke.
Yeah, and then it wasn't a joke because he was like obsessed.
But that ended,
Yep.
right? And you knew that she had done that and you guys had talked about it and it was resolved to some extent?
To some extent.
But you felt like she had kind of burned you.
I didn't think she like did anything mean. I thought it was funny.
She kind of pranked you and now you wanted to prank her back.
Yep, and then it just went a little too far.
This is not funny.
And Ray?
I just asked him because I didn't want to ruin the friendship.
You asked him what?
To take the fall.
The whole point of Dave was that you would come forward and be like, ha ha ha, isn't that funny? I was Dave. Like,
But I was like waiting for like something to happen. She like come to me and tell me about him to be like, oh, that's me. But that never happened until it was like too late. You could have just told me. I think you should laugh about it.
well, you might have thought this was funny at the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning, okay, but she took it too far. Like, she did too much.
So, give us the Nevaeh saga.
All right, well, pretty much, we started talking originally when I was a senior in high school. She had sent me a friend request online, so I instantly just went through her pictures, looked at it, and you know, pretty girl, gorgeous, foxy. And then eventually she had ended up writing me. And you know, the conversation turned into more. We talking every day, writing each other. You know, we went on for years. Hugs, kisses, through the little emojis, through text messaging and everything. It got serious, you know what I'm saying? And like, we had a great bond. But as days go on, you know, doubts build up.
You mentioned in your email that you tried to meet up a few times. What happened?
Yeah, we had agreed to meet at the mall. So, you know, I took that chance and tried to go make something happen. I sat at the mall for maybe 2 hours waiting. Eventually, she texted me and said something had came up. I'm sorry, I'll make it up to you.
Sounds like you've never video chatted or Skyped with her, have you?
Yeah, we'll video chat when we do get a chance.
Wait, so you have video chatted with her?
Yeah, but no matter what's the situation, it's never daytime. You know, she's always in a dark room. Like, I don't want nobody to see me dark.
And I'm sure you've said like, hey, turn the lights on.
Yeah, plenty of times. And she like, I don't want you to see me like this. My hair isn't done.
Party's here. Hey, party. What's up? Big fast. Oh, got him.
Got him.
What's up, man? Ooh, I see burgers.
There's burgers up here.
But we've been waiting on these hot dogs.
Right.
Got something for you.
How you guys just friends or?
No, that's my brother.
Your brother, really?
Yeah.
Yep, that's my little brother.
And I'm God's sister.
God sister.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What do you guys know about why we're here?
I know a little bit. I actually can't wait for him to finally just meet her so he can get that closure that he needs. It's been a couple years.
More than that. It's been like almost 8 years.
That's a long time to still be hoping and praying and waiting for somebody. Just get it over with already. It's a long time to string somebody along.
Do you think she's real?
I think she's somebody that look like Roseanne.
But what if it's a guy?
She's a girl, of course.
Well, how do you know?
Sitting here listening to him talk on the phone, you can hear.
You've heard her voice through
I've
his
heard,
phone?
yeah.
Oh, okay, and it sounds like a girl to
Yeah.
you, too?
I just hope she could cook.
Very mysterious.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, again.
We meet
Hi.
again.
Yeah.
So, it was you the whole time? Why though?
It was just supposed to be a lesson that needed to be learned. When you told me about Sierra, I told you from jump I didn't think that that was a good idea.
Are we talking about Sierra we just met? So, you gotta fill us in here.
Sierra told me she had a crush on Lante, and I told her not to pursue it.
Why?
Because you're my friend, that's my brother. I don't want to be in the middle, so I gave her her proof that you were talking to other people on Facebook.
Oh. I'm not saying that that's not what happened, but it feels like you didn't want some other girl to be with Alante because you wanted to be with Alante.
No, not at all. Like I said, that's my brother.
Well, he's not your brother. You're not actually related.
No,
Okay.
not blood related.
Right. But you're very close, and he's your god brother.
Yes.
At what point did you make a fake profile, decide to name it
I
Nevaeh?
had already made it.
Okay.
So it was just something originally that me and all my friends did in high school
Right.
because I had some friends who were, you know, hey, add my boyfriend or add this person. So I added them as Nevaeh's friend, and immediately they would poke her on Facebook, direct message her, and that right there was your proof that he'll engage in a conversation with somebody else.
So why keep this Nevaeh profile going so long with Alante?
Why keep it going
Because after a while, you know, I told Sierra, I was like, you think it's time? You know, is it time for me to just let it go? And Sierra, no, write her back.
Why do you have her back over his?
I mean, because I'm a female, so I knew what she was going through.
This sounds like bull.
I mean,
Dear Neve, my name is Hundra. I am a 21-year-old girl from Philadelphia. Please, could you help me? I met an amazing girl named Emily from New York City on Facebook 9 months ago.
I had a feeling you broke and the smoke filled you up.
We started out as friends, but our relationship grew into so much more. Emily is my first girlfriend and the first girl I ever felt this way for. She made me feel like it's okay to be myself and love who I choose.
But in a week might our weakness elude.
I still love her, but I feel like she's playing a game. Even though we both live close, when I try to meet her, it always falls apart. I even drove to her place one day, and at the last minute, she told me she had left town.
Oh, no.
I know you guys hear a lot of stories. However, my situation is different. Me asking you for help is risky. I may lose a lot doing this. I say this because my family is from Haiti.
Oh, wow. We come from a very strict way of life.
Homosexuality is not tolerated.
Crazy.
I have not told my family that I am dating women and run the risk of them disowning me. Jeez. I really care for this girl and I'm willing to show the world who I am to get the answers I need. Can you guys help? There she is. Hi. How you doing? Neve.
Hi, I'm Kels.
Kels.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Hundra, who you don't know yet, but you
Hi.
will shortly. This is
Yeah,
weird.
it'd be crazy.
Kind of
Yeah,
awkward.
yeah,
Kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
awkward.
Weird, yeah.
All right, so hold on. Let me explain what's up here. Have a seat. Have a seat. Basically, 9 months ago, Hundra was on Facebook and came across a profile of a girl named Emily with pictures of you that like really caught her eye. We spent the last couple days looking into this whole situation. We found some interesting things you might actually be able to help us make sense out of.
Lay it out on me, come on.
Okay, so the big question is...
Do you know a Geraldine?
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend.
Whoa, okay.
Wait.
But you have a girlfriend now.
Yes. With my girlfriend now, me and her broke up last year. She had went to the army. Me and Geraldine were friends for a while. We ended up getting into a relationship. We broke up because I was still in love with the other girl, so I got back with the other girl.
Wasn't like an ugly, nasty breakup, was it?
No, I literally just told her how it was. She took it pretty well.
Whoa, okay. Because the number that Hundra is currently talking to her on comes up registered to Geraldine.
Oh my God.
I'm a little shocked. I've been picturing you to be Emily this whole time. So I kept staring at her for a long time.
Oh my God. I feel like she played with your heart. I don't know what I would have done if that would have happened to me.
I don't know, I'm just a little mute right now.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we gotta figure out what to do. Because it's looking like Geraldine is the person you've been talking to. I feel like if you called her, she probably would pick up.
She would. So call her?
Yeah.
Hello? Yo. What's up? So, this is gonna sound strange and kind of weird, but I'm with Catfish. Are you serious? They told me some things, and I'm with Hendra. You know Hendra? This is funny?
No, it's not funny. I don't want to talk about it over the phone.
Okay, well, would you be willing to meet Hendra?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Wow. She was sort of trying to like laugh it off a little bit.
What does that mean for you and Geraldine's friendship?
Honestly, I don't even know.
That's something I think you should work out with her separately.
Okay.
Text me her address. We'll head over there and we'll talk to her. And then maybe we'll check in with you later.
Okay. It was nice to meet you.
Too late.
Is this them pulling up?
Did you come with Hundra?
No.
No. Oh, here she is. So, what's up?
Really? So you just steal pictures and talk to people? I'm talking to you.
I can hear you.
So speak, like, you think that's cool?
It's over, yo.
What's over? What's over?
This whole thing is over.
What do you mean?
She spilled the beans. Y'all playing us. Hundra, you want to tell us something? You knew them already, huh?
But it was still something that needed to be done, like, as far as me coming out.
So that was it? You just wanted to come out? You had to have at least had a reason to want to be on television.
I wanted the world to know that I was gay. Like,
Why does the world need to know that you're gay?
when you're in a culture that hates what you have to become, it's not that easy. So yeah, in a way, the world should give a I don't want to keep hiding myself.
What's the world gonna take away from this? Why wouldn't you say like, hey, Hundra, we want to help you, but I'm not about to make my ex-girlfriend look like an ass. When we came up here yesterday, she made it sound like Geraldine was just trying to like put a notch on her belt and like convert a straight girl. And she
my God.
Is she blackmailing you? Like what? Why would you go through with this?
I don't know.
You did it for her.
I did it for her. Yeah, pretty much.
Tell us about Faith.
Faith is wonderful. Everything about her I find very fascinating. We want to go to school to be nurses. We're alike in a lot of ways.
How old is Faith?
Faith is 22.
And she lives in Michigan.
Yes, and she lives Mackinac Island, about 5 hours away from me.
I've heard of Mackinac Island.
Yeah.
You met on
IMVU.
IMVU. What is that?
It is a virtual world where you have an avatar and it's like an actual person.
Okay.
And you can go into different chat rooms and talk to people. When I met her, I went into a lesbian bar chat room and we just started talking. It was like, I really like your personality. I want to get to know you more. So she gave me her number and we started texting.
And then you started talking on the phone?
Yeah.
So you know her voice?
Yeah.
So when did it go from maybe like a friendship into something a little more romantic?
I actually told her I loved her first. I've invested my feelings into this person a lot. She was always, there for me. She was always somebody that I could talk to. She gave me the attention that I wanted. But after New Year's, we were supposed to make plans to meet. She canceled on me and said that she had to study for school, that she was too busy for me.
And what happens when you ask her to FaceTime or video chat?
When I ask her to video chat, she tells me that her anxiety is really bad, that she can't go on the camera, and she doesn't have a camera on her phone.
Well, that's like a lot of excuses.
You know those moves. Those are the classic catfish moves.
Yeah, I know their moves, but I guess it just...
You gotta have faith.
Yeah, you gotta have faith. I'm sorry, I have to tell you one more thing.
Sure.
I have a girlfriend. She lives with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you guys have an open relationship?
No, we don't.
Do they know about each other?
Only Sammy knows about Faith.
How long have you and Sammy been together?
Almost 2 years.
How does she feel about this?
She's really upset with me. She's really angry. Well, see, when I met Faith, me and Sammy were going through some stuff when I went on IMV.
When did you tell her?
I told her a few days ago.
Oh, so she's real fresh.
Wow. So you told her you're writing to the show, AKA I've got this girl I'm talking to on the internet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Faith has been a big secret for you for the past 7 months.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm being torn between two people.
How'd you guys meet?
I had a friend and I was lonely and I told her, hey, find me a girl to go flirt with, talk to, So she gives me Sammy's number and I start catching feelings. How long have you lived here?
2 years. I moved from Ohio to be with her.
So you know why we're here.
Yes.
And I assume you're a
Not
little...
happy about this? No.
Right.
Actually, when she told me, I wanted to throw my ring at her.
What ring?
We used to be engaged. We called it off, but I still wear it because it was an anniversary gift.
So you asked her to marry you?
Yes.
Whoa, okay. So what's the thought now for you?
I am trying to get her to let all this go.
I really do feel like I deserve to know who I've been talking to.
I get this, I do.
Well, that's why we're here. Why don't we go sit down? Let's see what we can find out.
Okay.
Well, so when you first started talking to Faith, you said you guys were going through a rough patch.
Right.
What was going on?
Well, I started with a girl that was texting my phone. She was calling me babe. I was not interested. She's...
Another online friend
yeah.
who then
Yes.
started sort of pursuing you.
Yeah.
And you found out, or?
Yeah, I found out.
But that obviously created some issues, some
Right.
trust
Right.
issues, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. It was difficult, actually, very difficult. But I forgave her, and I gave her that chance because she is somebody I love. And she's somebody I want to be with, and that's why it's so difficult right now, is because I did forgive her, and now she's just doing it all over again.
Well, so wait a second. As you're going through that rough patch, you start a similar friendship with Faith.
It wasn't my intention to catch feelings for her. I mean, as, a kid, I wasn't very, attractive. I wasn't very open with myself. I wasn't happy. So getting the attention from other people, like saying, hey, you're beautiful, you're pretty, it means a lot to me, and it gives me confidence.
Yeah, but that's fine. People could still say, hey, you're beautiful, and you can say thank you.
Yeah.
But if they then say, like, what's your number, or we should meet up, you should be like, I'm flattered, but...
Right.
And if Sammy trusts that you'll do that...
Can I actually just step away, please?
I know, what I did, it wasn't a good thing to do. I don't want to say that I regret meeting Faith. She was there when I needed somebody. I feel like for doing that,
We make mistakes. That's human,
Oh, hey. You all right?
I'm not okay at all. It hurts a lot, and I try everything I can to make her happy. And she is my everything, and for her to do this, it hurts, because I put my everything into this relationship.
I left everything in Ohio for her. You shouldn't ask someone to marry you if you're not ready.
So I was just talking with Sammy, and she just has some stuff she wants to talk about.
I know why Faith didn't come around. Faith has been standing in front of you this whole time. I'm Faith.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Why?
I thought you were gonna cheat on me. So I noticed that you were using IMVU, and I got on there, and I started talking to you. And as time went by, I couldn't let it go.
What the man?
Just take a breath. Just take a breath.
I really don't know how to feel about this at all. I feel like I just got like kicked in my ribs.
Is this you ending things?
Oh, I don't want to end things.
You don't want to end things?
No.
Okay.
I want a future with her, and trying to see if she was cheating on me was to see whether or not I have a future or not. But living two lives, I can't do it anymore. I can't watch her go through this anymore.
The one thing I'll say, and this doesn't take away any of the anger and the hurt, it's like, this wasn't someone with you. This wasn't someone getting their rocks off by pretending.
Yeah.
The basis of all of this was love and care.
Yeah. I mean, I am glad that it's not like some random person.
Take the time that you need, you know. Are you cold?
A little bit.
Yeah, we can go inside.
Okay.
Come on in, everybody. Well, I guess now that we're all up to speed. Sammy, I have a lot of questions, which means Christina must have a lot of questions.
You know about everything that was going on. What were your intentions?
We've been going through a lot, and I know we've been trying to work it out, and I thought you were gonna cheat on me. So I did it because I had to know whether or not to keep pushing forward with you or not. But talking to you through Faith, I could feel the connection, and I wanted it back because our spark was going away, and I didn't want to let it go.
I would have loved to reconnect with you as you, not as Faith, like you.
Can I ask, like, if we kind of hadn't gotten this ball rolling, did you kind of have a plan?
I mean, I wanted to make Faith disappear. And that's what I was trying to do.
We came all the way here. Why couldn't you have just said something?
I did this because I knew you weren't going to find anything up here.
Okay.
And so after Faith stood her up, you would be right here to comfort her.
Yeah. I wanted you to just walk away from this girl. Just go home. I wanted you to choose me.
All right, here's a good one. Subject, my cousin is getting catfished. Oh, it's a family affair. My name is Carmen. I'm 30 years old and live in Cincinnati, Ohio. My cousin's name is Antoine, and he is in love with a guy named Tony, even though they've never met. He is convinced that Tony is the one for him. All I ever hear is how Tony is the cheese to his macaroni, and I don't understand how he can even trust the guy. Plus, Antoine has never even seen a picture of Tony.
I came to find your love under the sun.
The only time they talk is when Tony calls, so Antoine just has to wait by the phone.
Does Antoine not have Tony's number?
I don't know, it's hard to know.
It's all on Tony's terms.
Right. Antoine and Tony have been talking for 3 years, and he's never made an effort to come to Cincinnati to see him. He's a very lovable guy, but he's easily fooled.
He's a romantic.
He's never been in a real relationship, and he's in deep with Tony. This dude is lying. Please help. Carmen.
We're here actually because Carmen was concerned about you.
Right, because I was so in love. I know.
Every time that I ask you about Tony, it's always, I'm a hater.
You is.
You know, so I'm just trying to look out for you. I don't want nobody to play you.
True.
You sensitive to certain things and you caring.
Would you say that you guys are each other's best friends?
Yeah. If I need something, he my rock, I'm his rock. No more addresses?
That was it. Well, let's get back in the car.
All right.
It's cold.
Let's go.
I don't want to get back in the car. Because
Oh,
I'm going to find something.
I mean, we're trying everything we can.
Twan, the reason why you stupid idiot can never find who Tony is because I'm Tony.
What's going on?
Why the would you do that?
Because.
Bring my years though, because that ain't
You
cool.
should have never called me a fat ass Kelly Price.
You get mad out for that little bitty though. That's fucked up.
It's life. Deal with it.
It ain't no fucking Tony.
Wait a second.
Oh well.
For real, 3 years? I'm thinking it's Tony. You ain't no Tony.
It's life. You have to deal
That ain't
with
no
it.
life.
It.
That's bull.
That's not bull.
It's over. Don't talk to me ever no more, and I mean that.
It was the right thing to do.
Man, you please could follow me with that damn camera.
Yeah, I want a lot of space. Like,
Please.
like 10 times more space.
I don't even feel like talking about this bull. Gonna play me like that. Now I'm going around over 3 people in my houses thinking I'm about to see a Tony. And our fat ass playing.
Come over here.
So what? What you want to do?
Come over here.
I don't even feel like talking about this bull. Gonna play me like that. Now I'm going around over 3 people in my houses thinking I'm about to see a Tony. I just wanna go home. I'm going home, I'm changing my number every my thing, and I mean that.
So this is what, payback?
Yes, paybacks. Paybacks.
For what? For what?
Paybacks. It's so funny. It's so funny to me. Because he talked about me in front of like everybody. So I was waiting for the right moment, and that was the right moment.
Well, I think I share your confusion, disappointment, and disgust. Here, you want to get in the car?
Hell yeah, I want to get in the car, take the cameras off of me.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I want to go home.
You can sit in the front. I'm sorry.
What voice are you using to talk to him?
The Tony voice.
Just calling to let you know I'm thinking about you. Just want to let you know that, I do care for you. Still want to see you. Can't wait to meet you.
The Tony voice. He never actually talked to Tony on the chat line, but he felt like he did because I called him like, you met me off the chat line. Because he always on there and he give his number out. So I started talking to him.
So he never talked to anyone named Tony on the chat line?
No. I've been talking to him for 3
That's
years,
a long...
and I've been with him 3 years. Talk to him, be with him, talk to him, be with him. Instead of everybody that we know, now the world can see, like, it's one step.
Well, what did he say? How did it start?
It's one notch up. That I was a fat, hungry Kelly Price. Every little thing that humiliates somebody, he has said to me. The best way I knew how to get him back is I know that he'd be on the chat line. The joke was always on me. So now the joke is on him.